Hey everyone, it's Bearded Sloth with some BS views. Today we're going to be talking about trucking and... Did you see the thumbnail? Yep. We're going to talk about defunding the police. I don't think that's a good idea. We're going to do a small experiment using Cities Skylines on PS4 and see how that turns out. First, tell you about my day. So I started out in Vandalia, Illinois, and went to Fort Wayne, Indiana, made a delivery, picked up in Vandalia, Ohio, and then I'm in Michigan, Ottawa Lake, Michigan right now, and I have a delivery about an hour away in the morning. Actually, early afternoon. I get to sleep in. Woohoo! Alright, so with that, let's head on over to the police station. So that should be the next clip.
Alright, so this is Cities Skylines on PS4, and just for the example of defunding the police here, I wanted to do a little experiment in this game. As you can see at the bottom, my cash is about 32,000, and I'm making about 4,300 weekly. If you see up there, the crime rate's at 5%, very low, and my jail capacity is quite high. So what we're going to do, time is running, and we're going to change the budget for the police. So we'll go down here, keep everything at, right now it's at 100%. We're funding them at $19.20 a week. And so we're going to bring that down. We're going to bring it down. We're going to cut it in, let's say, half. The talk I was hearing today in real life, which is terrifying, that they wanted to cut it way more than even half. And I think it was LA, the mayor or somebody out there. So we have that set now, and let's see what happens. Right now there's no little blips. If you see these blips here above people, they all mean something. That person's sick, so an ambulance should be on their way there. These people don't have enough customers. That's commercial zones. We have some industrial here. You can see the little trucks and everything, but I've got a nice little city. Got some districts, got my farming district. And if you look at this, in fact, let's do it this way. Let's look at the info views, and let's go to police right there. Now, we can see what happens here. Time's going kind of slow. We're going to go ahead and speed it up just for the sake of the video. Crime already went up 5%. We cut the rate in half. And we got this going. So we're going to see what happens. Now, we're very well covered. Now, we have tons and tons of police departments here, so we're going to see. But you can see that the speed's very fast. We've got cars going every which way. My highway system, I'm kind of proud of it, actually. I don't have any major traffic backups. But anyways, alright, so back to defunding the police. That's a horrible idea. We'd end up with vigilante justice, right? So we're relying on people that believe in the Second Amendment, right, to protect themselves. And I think that's going to cause a lot of tension between people. Don't think that's good. It's kind of like going back to the Old West. I sure hope somebody picks up that sick person. We go back to the Old West, and okay, so as you can see, the crime rate's gone up. It's kind of hovering there. We're still doing okay, actually, at 0.5%. So I'm kind of amazed. Detained criminals is at 39. But we go back to the Old West, back to that. I told you, this channel can be all over the place. My BS thoughts are crazy sometimes. Alright, So, Old West. There's a reason why we don't have Old West and duels and all that. It didn't work. It doesn't work for a safe environment. It doesn't work for a safe, productive society. You know, or what? We need the police. The police. I just finished watching a video. Um, I forget what her name was, but very good video, and it was a black woman, and she's talking about how she doesn't really support George Floyd. Now, she completely agrees that he was murdered and everything like that, but he wasn't this outstanding person that the news media and everybody's trying to portray. He was a criminal. He was a drug addict. He was all of these things. Now that doesn't mean he wasn't working on being better and all that. I'm not getting into that. Um, but it's all perspective, right? We have the police, and yes, the police officer looks like he was definitely in the wrong. All of them were, all four of them in Minneapolis. But with that, that's a very small minority. And that's what that lady was saying on the video. The bad cops, right? That's what we want to call them, just bad cops. It's a very, very small minority of a problem. It's not this big epidemic as people say. But we've got people wanting to defund the police. Now, my little experiment isn't going so well, but let's go ahead and let's demolish some of these police departments, because if we defund half of them, I've got this city set up so covered, right? But we wouldn't have that. Let's say over the industrial area, usually, that's kind of known for not the nicer neighborhoods, right? Might be a little poorer neighborhood, things of that nature. So let's let me find the police department over here. Go back to that info views here. Alright, so it's right over here. We're gonna delete that one, and I think we don't need this one here. So we're gonna see what happens when we delete those two police departments, right? So let's go ahead and yep, we're going to delete that one. Oh, look at all those angry people that we deleted that. They're not going to be happy here pretty soon, I know that. And the other one was right over here. So, this is my uppity, I don't know, more liberal side of things, I think. I don't know. I've legalized recreational use of a certain substance up here. Anyways. Let's see what the crime does. Let's go back to our info views, and let's see what happens after we delete. Oh man, we're already up at 8%. So we defunded them, right? So we have less police. We still have some police in the city. That's good, right? We got 2 police stations. That's great. We only have 18 detained criminals, so not too bad. We got 40%. And we have 40 capacity that we could hold, so we're still okay. We don't have that many criminals being locked up, and we still got time going here. So let's see if the crime goes down. I don't know how this experiment's actually gonna go. Maybe this wasn't a good way to show this, but I'm very passionate that we don't need to be defunding our police. Now, economically, we probably could definitely tighten the budget a little bit, be more efficient with the budget that we have, things of that nature. Okay, so our crime rate's up 10%, 11%, kind of hovering there. This person's complaining about noise pollution, and that's because they're right here by the industrial zone. Alright, so those tweets are kind of funny on this game. And this is a very small city. We just kind of want to play it around with a little bit. And don't worry, I'm not going to save this, what we've been doing to my city. I'll start back. But I definitely see some other issues I have in the city that need to be taken care of. So these people are sick here. So definitely need to, I wonder though if I have a water issue or something like that. But anyways, okay, so we're at 10% crime rate. So this is a small city. We could probably get away with deleting one more police department, don't you think? I mean, after all, this is a farm area here. Who's going to bother them? We don't worry. We have our one police station in town, so we should be good. Let's see what happens here. Okay. So we're at 11%. We still have our police department there. I'll go ahead and change the view here so you guys can see the city a little bit better. And then we'll check back here in a few minutes. Oh, yeah, I don't know about all this protest and rioting and I still, even the peaceful protesters, what do you want? I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I guess the demands are. What are they proclaiming? What are they wanting? I really want to know. I'm like I've said in previous videos, I'm okay with protesting. I think it's definitely a good right of ours, and I think that needs to be protected. And I think that right there is a reason to have police, is to protect you. Right there, that's how they're set up. Usually, the peaceful protests all day long. Right, these large groups. The police are out there. They're protecting the safety of everybody, so they can protect your right to protest. That's amazing. That's awesome. That's really good. But anyways, I don't exactly know what the demands are of the protest, which happens all the time. It happened not too long ago. I think it was Houston, and truck drivers were protesting. And they were protesting the broker rates and protesting that they want transparency on the loads and stuff. And my thought is, if you accept the load, you know how much you took. But we do have some laws in the books that if you ask them what their rate from the customer is, they're supposed to tell you that, things like that. But so they were out protesting, but they didn't have exact demands of what it could be at the time. Hey, there goes, oh, that's a fire truck. I was hoping it was a police car we could chase down. But anyways, so have specifics. What actions can be done? What actions can be taken by the lawmakers, by the police, by your city officials? Really narrow that down. What exactly can we do? All right, so we talk about police brutality, and that seems to be the injustice, and now Black Lives Matters is out there, and which, by the way, I think is one of the main groups that is asking for defunding the police. Don't think that's a good idea. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and check in on our data here and see what happened. Okay, well, we're up at 18%, 19% crime rate. Oh, we've got criminals over here. Look at all these criminals. That's what that means. If we do a quick search here on the house, it says crime rate is high. So we're going to say here, and we can check in on all these. Yep, they're all complaining that the crime rate is high. Oh, over here we've got industrial areas. This is the type of area that I deliver to every day. I rely on the police in whatever town I go to, and I go all over the place to keep where my deliveries are at least somewhat safe, right? I need to be able to get in and out of there safely and efficiently without worrying about criminals breaking open my trailer or things like that, or myself getting harmed in any way or robbed. So these are all important aspects. But yeah, we definitely can see the criminals coming up. We defunded the police. We've got them. Yeah, we've even in the farm area. I know this isn't quite country, but all these are farm industries here. That's how I have this district. But so these are houses here, and we've got all kinds of criminals going on here. So, and oh, I also think that money thing, multiple problems. Okay, so let's see if we can find somebody with just a money issue so we can see what that is. I'm pretty sure that is land value going down. So that's a problem, right? So our prices of our houses will go down with crime going up. Oh, this person really had a problem here. So the Linden residence was there. The Birch residence. Okay, that person, they all moved out. Yeah, they were mad that the of the criminals and all of that. Okay, my landfill's emptied out. But so yeah, now we have criminals all over the place. Okay, what is here? Right here. Okay, crime rate is really high. They're at Frank's Fish Stick Factory. I love the names of some of these places. So that is an industry, and that's getting affected. And we wait long enough here. It's actually a truck going in there right now. So we wait long enough. They're going to move out. That building will become abandoned. That's what. Let's see if we. That's what these over here are. Those are abandoned buildings. Abandoned industrial. Sometimes you click on them, they tell you why they were abandoned, but if you wait too long, they don't tell you. So, and now we've got crime even up. Oh, we've got a fire. They're taking care of that. That happens all the time. But yeah, we've got criminals, and we still have police. Don't worry. We have very limited police, but remember, we defunded them, and we have one section or one police station, which actually should be big enough for this smaller little town here. But as you can see, it's a problem. So, and that landfill is full. That's not good. Nope, we got all kinds of things happening here. Crime rate high, crime rate, multiple problems. Oh, they don't have workers and their crime rate's high. So our city, just from that, is really, really getting destroyed. You know, that's not good. This is not what we want, people. We don't want crime everywhere. This is bad. Oh, and these people are a lot closer to the police station, you know, than the people over there. Where is my police station again? Let's see one more time. See, oh, we're at 20, and that's only at 22%. So that means, what, 78% of the people are good? I don't know exactly how it's measured, but, you know, we've got police right here on this major road. It goes all the way around here. They can get access to over here. They should be able to take care of that, but we've got them defunded. So that was my little experiment. I hope you guys are enjoying my videos. I know this is a little long one, but this is something we shouldn't ignore when people bring ideas out, even if they sound good at first or anything like that. So with that, I'm going to sleep very soon. All right, y'all take it easy. Bearded Sloth signing out.